Back at it again with another YouTube video. It's your boy Uriah G. Today we're gonna react to 8 wrestling moments that aged like 5. Wait, hold on. We're back at it again with another YouTube video. It's your boy Uriah G. Today we're gonna react to 8 wrestling moments that aged like milk, bro. I just saw that blooper that I just did. That's how you know I've been gone for 5 days. But we back though. So we're gonna react to 8 wrestling moments that aged like milk. Let's get right into the video.
The only other thing we can do at this moment is tonight pay tribute to Chris Benoit.
Some moments in wrestling have aged gracefully, while others not so much. Number 1, Paige and Alberto Del Rio proposal. Now on October 16, 2016, Paige proposed to Alberto Del Rio. That was also the beginning of the end for Del Rio's career. Now let's backtrack to May 2016 when it became public that the two started dating. Alberto Del Rio was 37 and Paige was only 23. This looked like an odd relationship, and there were plenty of rumors that it was an extremely toxic relationship. Money in the Bank 2016.
Well, that's part of the reason why he had to leave the company too, so
It was the first public indication of that. The photo leaked online that showed Paige being escorted into the back of an ambulance in handcuffs.
yeah, their relationship, I heard about, Paige and Alberto Del Rio. And then like not Paige, but Alberto Del Rio, I guess that's part of the reason why he had to leave too. But hey man.
The rumor was that her and Del Rio were fighting, though it was eventually confirmed that Paige and Del Rio were heckled by a couple there by Caesar's Palace. But that wasn't the first time that these two were seen in handcuffs. In fact, the relationship was so bad that even WWE tried to break them up. Before Paige and Del Rio went public, it was rumored that WWE officials threatened to fire Paige if she didn't break up with the former WWE champion. That didn't happen, but then WWE tried to use their annual draft as a way to split these two up. But once again, it didn't happen. What this relationship did was tarnish Paige's reputation. During a time with Del Rio, she was charged with domestic violence and suspended under WWE's wellness policy. We don't know the particular layers surrounding Paige and Del Rio's relationship. Many had thought that it was just a healthy one, but the two finally broke up in 2017. This exposed Del Rio in a negative light, and
Yeah, because I believe that they were together for some time. But you guys know the reason why I don't talk sometimes during the videos is because I want to hear what they say. And because we're reacting. I mean, I do talk. People used to say, hey man, you gotta stop talking so much in your videos. So that's why I kind of toned it down a little bit.
Paige didn't certainly come across as an angel. The general consensus was that Del Rio was the one leading her down a dark path. Dutch Mantel, who was Del Rio's manager in his second run, even explained the toxic nature of the relationship behind the scenes on his Storytime with Dutch Mantel podcast.
Del Rio was his own worst enemy. And getting with that girl, what was her name? Paige.
How did Zeb Coulter even know about that? Never mind.
It's just so right. I think that was his downfall right there. Because he was very, very jealous of her. And from what I've heard, she was very, very jealous of him. And they both like to drink. So put them together, two volatile personalities, and add some liquor in, and you had some problems.
Del Rio has not stepped 1 foot back into WWE after his failed second stint. Well, that's more so due to
I mean, I know he was in the Indies, TNA, Lucha Underground.
the fact that the former WWE star was very unprofessional behind the scenes, but his relationship with Paige did irreparable harm to his reputation. It didn't help that Del Rio is the only one who was charged again for sexual assault and 1 count of assault causing actual bodily harm a couple of years later. The charges were eventually dropped, but Del Rio's name remains tainted. Number 2, Jared Fogle in WWE. Now remember that guy who lost all that weight because of...
I don't know too much about him. Oh, I do remember this. This was 09. No, this was like 09 or something. 09, 08-ish.
Another saw CM Punk trying to recruit the Subway guy into the Straight Edge Society. WWE awkwardly put Jared in 4 different segments promoting their Subway from 2006 to 2012. Then those charges came up. Jared Fogle was arrested on August 19th,
It's like a piece of hair. I had to get it off.
2005 for charges that would instantly flag this video. These were massive felonies and some of the most heinous crimes any man can do. Now, as you can imagine, Subway dropped Jared instantly.
First of all, I didn't even know that something even happened with that with him.
itself. While it's clearly not WWE's fault that Jared Fogle turned out to be a twisted pervert, the segments of him on WWE television certainly don't age well. Number 3, Cody Rhodes smashing the throne. Cody Rhodes was determined to prove WWE wrong when he left the company in 2016. Cody simply had no direction in his career during that time, as Vince saw him as Stardust and nothing more. So Cody set out to prove that he could be a success and travel the independent scene from 2016 to 2019, and it instantly revitalized his career. The independent scene was so hot during this time that it was breaking all kinds of North American records. So it was no surprise that Cody became one of the central pillars of AEW when the company first started.
He definitely worked his way to the top, you know. From legacy to, you know, being sidelined with Dusty Rhodes, his father, Dusty Rhodes, Ted DiBiase, Stardust, and then now being, he worked his way to the top.
On May 25, 2019, Cody proved that he came to be a star, wanted to symbolize his present while distancing himself from the past. So before his match against his brother Dustin, Cody came out seated on Triple H's signature throne. Guess what? He smashed it. He smashed it to pieces. This was the start of a new era for Cody, and there was no going back to the place that almost destroyed his career. However, people and situations can change, and that's exactly what happened when Cody Rhodes didn't re-sign with AEW in 2022. Cody has never really gone into further details on why he and Tony Khan never came to terms on re-signing a new deal, but he did note that it was for personal reasons. But Cody always wanted to try and conquer the WWE one more time, so he came back, but this time he was a massive star and has remained WWE's top babyface for the last 3 years. In 2021, Cody finally explained on Inside the Ropes why he smashed Triple H's throne at Double or Nothing, and it was simply to make a statement. I think I wanted to make a statement on what we were doing, and I think what we did was clearly the biggest statement we could make. Afterwards, I really get long-winded. Sometimes I say the wrong thing, and in this executive role, I've put my foot in my mouth so many times, whereas when I was a talent, I could get away with it. Talents can lie, talents can exaggerate. When you're any type of management, you're held accountable, which is a lesson for me to learn. But yeah, I wanted to be clear what we were doing. You mentioned the barbs back and forth. That's part of what we do. Trash talk is part of what we do, but also when they counter-programmed us for no reason other than to split our audience, I didn't want to meet that in a cowardly fashion. I wanted to flat out say, okay, well great, our show is still going to be better, as crazy as this, we're going to win. So if you want to have this moment in time on Wednesday nights where we put all eyes on wrestling, we're going to win. I don't want to go into any battle with the idea that we're going to lose. I'm face forward in the company on so many things, so I wanted to go in and let them know I'm willing to fight. I'm willing to openly smash this iconic symbol and what it stands for to some fans. Yeah, there's so much to that moment. But did this
Well, with him doing that, it's probably the reason why he lost to Roman at WrestleMania 40. Was it 40? Yeah.
the Triple H? Well, in fact, Triple H stated on Alan and Carly on Hit WA, he laughed about it and went on to say that he would have done the same thing. Number 4, CM Punk praising the Young Bucks. Yeah, there was actually a time where CM Punk praised the Young Bucks, even though they're mortal enemies now. This was during a time when Punk was in the UFC. After his epic fight with Mike Johnson at UFC 225, Punk did an interview with MMA Fighting and not only praised the former AEW World Tag Team Champions, but said he texted them on and off. In fact, Punk criticized...
Young Bucks and CM Punk. You know, they done had backstage fights, heat, all that stuff.
Cody Rhodes for a supposed offer through texting. Now, we all know how much the relationship deteriorated between the Bucks and CM Punk the moment he officially signed with AEW on August 20th, 2021. Now, it's not clear when the beef between the Bucks and Punk started, but there's rumors that issues began in 2019 when the Bucks were trying to get the former WWE champion into AEW. According to Steve Mulhausen, the Bucks felt slighted and were upset when Punk turned down their advances to come out of retirement. Fast forward to 2022, and the comments Punk made at the All Out Media Scrum cemented his dislike for the Bucks.
Why did I say WrestleMania 41? Was it 40? It was WrestleMania 39. He lost at WrestleMania 39. I got the WrestleMania dates wrong. Guys, do not say anything in the comments. I was close though. But what's y'all favorite? That's kind of off topic. What is y'all favorite WrestleMania of all time?
Punk believed that the Bucks were spreading rumors to Dave Meltzer and the media outlets about him attempting to get Colt Cabana fired. Now, I don't know if the Bucks were leaking that sort of information to the journalists, but CM Punk seemed so damn sure that night.
This man eating cookies and stuff after a match.
He buried the EVPs
CM Punk, my favorite wrestler. Y'all know that.
by saying that they were spreading lies and bullshit, and they were irresponsible pricks who couldn't manage a target. It was reported that after Punk's rant, he was confronted by the head of AEW Legal about his comments, and that led into an all-out brawl that severely impacted AEW as a brand. It's
Alright, that was 8 wrestling moments to age like milk. I will finish it right here. I got more videos coming. Stay tuned, subscribe, like, comment. And yeah, Uriah out.